Ugh. It's another amazing weekend. Probably been my best find, I want to say. Oop, fan. I got one going back there, but it was to keep the room circulated. It's like 80-some degrees, so fans are a must, right? Boy. I bought from 2 people this weekend. Was it 2? I swear it was 2. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Well, gotta chase after that one now. 1 sec. And I'm back. Interesting way, right, to do stuff for film. So bought from 2 people today. I spent quite a bit today. But hopefully everything turns out good. At least it should. So I might as well just get started with the smallest thing I got today. For $1 each, I got this stuff. The Chobits box set. Never fully watched this. Maybe I'll finally watch it. The complete season of Dragon Ball on 2 DVDs. I actually had the singular, but I didn't have the outer box, and it's not in great shape, mind you, but at least now I got the outer box. And surprisingly not, Brawly, the legendary Super Saiyan. Not bad for $1 each, right? Alright, on to the massive find, if I can call it really massive. It was a hell of a deal. It was in fact a hell of a deal for what is it? About $145 it was for all of this. Not cheap, but in a sense, I know I can get my money back and then some. The only game really that I am keeping out of this lot is Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jaburo. Because I like my PS2 games and I like my Gundam games. And this is just another one off the list. It is complete with manual and the disc is in very nice shape. Pardon me, that's Facebook. It's still on. If you're hearing that, I guess I'll just get down to the, don't you dare. Some NES stuff. You gotta remember, people, this is all $145 worth. And this game was in it, so, let's see, Double Dragon 3, and I have tested every single one of these, so they all work. Super C with Manuel. This is a little hard to come by. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link Grey Card. Not bad. I hear someone sniffing out there. It's kind of odd and distracting. Ninja Gaiden 2. The Punisher. Funko Land sleeves. You don't see them that much. And Castlevania 1 and 3. Shockingly enough, no 2. No 2 at all. He did have some SNES games. Not like there were some that were good. I mean, there was a Donkey Kong in there. I didn't grab that, but I think I grabbed like some of the better ones. The label on this one is not in the best of shape. Yoshi's Island, as you can see there, and on the back. But you can replace the back easily. It's the label itself that you got to worry about. Captain America and the Avengers. Not in terrible shape, actually. It's in very nice shape. A little bit of, like, the worst condition Super Nintendo game I got. Actually, one that I'm actually contemplating on keeping. Blazion. It's an Atlas game, and I like collecting Atlas stuff. It's gonna be hard to tell, but the cart is a bit yellowed. There you go. I have heard, like, if you use, like, a Mr. Clean on this stuff, it will fade that, so. And the other game is Firepower 2000. Not bad, actually. But wait, there's more. I'll get to these. Disc only of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Dino Crisis with the bonus disc for Nemesis, funnily enough. And, wouldn't you know, more Turbo games. I don't know why, but for some reason TurboGrafx games have been falling into my lap. Granted, only 2 of these are really like worth like anything. Jack Nicklaus Turbo Golf. That was just a Hue card. Everything else was like in their cases. Keith cards and Alpha Zone. This one's actually in better shape than the last one I got, which you can actually see in the last episode. Taking it to the hoop. And possibly the best of them, the legendary axe. Because that's like 20, 25 right now. So. But along with Turbo stuff, Turbo games, I got a TurboGrafx 16. It's actually in very, very nice shape. DC 10.5 volt. Ooh, that's going to be hard to find. I got it with the RF cable, but it didn't have the power. He says he might still have it. So I'm going to see him next week and see if he has, in fact, the power for the TurboGrafx. But it's in such nice shape, I cannot think that it's not going to work. And now you're saying already to those who collect TurboGrafx, the cover's gone. There's a reason for that. It had a Turbo Boost Plus on it. For those who don't know what this is, you see the TurboGrafx usually only works with an RF switch. You need an RF only. This was sold separately for like, I don't know how much money, maybe an extra $100, $125, where you could turn that system into the AV cords. Basically, this just plugs onto the back, and then you can use the AV in and outs. Which, this in and of itself is very expensive compared to the TurboGrafx itself. This is very expensive, especially if it's like a very expensive add-on. It also had a TurboGrafx Turbo Tap. Basically, since TurboGrafx only has, and stupidly, only one controller port, that's right, this is a must if you want to play those multiple player games, and it gives you 5 ports. I don't know why they gave you 5, I guess. Is there a 5-player game on the TurboGrafx? That's up here. There's the RF switch. I also got, if that will get off of me. Oh, there goes that one. 1, 2, and 3 TurboGrafx controllers. Why you fell, I don't know. And the turbo stick for the TurboGrafx. I'm shocked he had this much stuff and only 4 games. You know, because it's like, it's the turbo stick. This is usually used for like fighting games, or if your turbo pads and whatnot aren't really enough and you want to use something a little different, arcade style, right? It's very odd, very, very odd. But I'm hoping that next weekend he has the other stuff that I need, specifically the power source. He says if he sees it, TurboGrafx 16 power, the AC adapter, that he'll just give it to me. Basically, what it boils down to is this: he wanted $75 for all the TurboGrafx stuff, which in itself is a very good deal. And then it just came to $70 on all the other games. And when you think about it, the Super Nintendo stuff as it is, this right here is $80. And then all the other NES stuff and the rest are profit. But until I get that power source, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the TurboGrafx at least, because I'd rather test them to make sure that they work. I mean, granted, it is very clean, but I would like to see it work. Maybe I'll take it or not. I'm going to be heading to my local flea market, the Berlin Farmers Market in New Jersey, tomorrow, Sunday. So, who knows? Maybe I'll bring it, maybe I won't. It just depends, like, because I know these are quite expensive, and I'm not about to let it go for cheap. Just because it's missing its power source. Because I looked up how much the power source is going to cost you. It's going to cost you $20. So we'll see how that works out, right? But until then, guys, this is the end of the latest Flea Market Finds episode. See you later.